a whole giant mess again. It's just insane and shock.
Sunken cars, submerged intersections, front doors, and what is suddenly and sadly waterfront property. Common sights in Saginaw County, as are the stories of shock and loss. High school senior Alyssa Kretz lost her graduation to the coronavirus and her basement this morning to floodwater.
I mean, it will be okay eventually. You can't have some things, but you always can't have them.
Alyssa had to give Mom the bad news, who had just gotten the basement dry from the previous night's rain.
I left for work at 7:30 this morning. It was bone dry. My daughter called me about 10 o'clock this morning and said there was probably about 2 or 3 inches of water in the basement. It's coming up the drain.
On St. Andrews, the deluge forcing evacuation. Some of the evacuees, though, in remarkably good spirits.
Well, the water is certainly up to the sidewalk, and I'm sure it is going to enter the building.
Power's out. You know, we're probably going to, if it lasts any amount of time, probably have to restock the freezer. But we had a lot of toilet paper, and we had a lot of stuff in the freezer.
Connie and Jim St. Honge and their little baby named Blue seeing a lot of their 12 years living here, including floods, but not this bad. They're heading to their son's place, waiting for him to pick them up. Not an easy task.
But the only way he can get to us from there is to go to Owasso and catch 75 and come back and get that way. But he knows we'll be here.
Yeah.
This place, folks that don't have somewhere else to go or someone to come pick them up, being loaded onto these school buses and taken to a shelter. But for how long, no one can actually say just yet.
And we thought up until now everything was kind of voluntary, but it's not.
No, indeed, it's not. The residents needing shelter from that area near Michigan and Center being housed for now at the Center Courts Recreation Center. In the Continues News Center, I'm Frank Turner, WNAM TV5.